Hello, my name is Kwaku, Yeboah, Head of Sports, Despite Media. Subscribe to my YouTube page, Kwaku Yeboah TV. Remember to turn on the notification button and be part of the DKY family. Thank you.
Is connected with that. Former Vice President of Ghana Football Association. Penny Gase, good evening, Akwaba. Yes, yeah, Muna Matsna Effie Hoda Openi.
Miss What John Yakosh America now Ghana.
Oh, me nam baby, I mean, also this week I'm with Europe, baby. Me nam sa. Say, just go global trotting. Technology adornment. Everywhere we go, yeah, studio, baby, to me, Juma. But penny muna nam wo me na be ma bucket since aba be kan ho nti me twa other people no nya aba be join ya na say ye de nkomo ni nyina ahyehyehye so sa but penny wona wo ayi na nka wo FA mpacho. What is the problem with Ghana football? Because ye nti ase.
Okay, if you me that sick ma me nchia wetiefo na me ma wa bodwafo nyina me ma mo maajo na me ma mo good evening baby a obi me can say your football nanka bibia ekoyi no problem she shed any until we had number 12. Now after the number 12 FIFA Mribia football no be collapse na BBC no FIFA be introduce Abegyoku a friend a normalization committee to normalize the situation and hand over football back to the football people. So that is exactly what happened. And then in 2019, we went to an election and elect a new leader. Sabi Odi football we call 9. Now, as I say issues near more of Black Star and me limiting me home to add to Black Star issues more so that people will understand.
That is so.
I'm 40. I didn't hear because when the Black Stars remain one sporting brand, a unity, and I say irrespective of your cultural affiliation, religious affiliation, political affiliation, or tribal affiliation. Black Stars is Black Stars of Ghana. There's only one Black Star. Ghana for Akuma ADHD. Now, the first mistake of the new administration, and I'm not doing politics here, the first mistake of Mr. Kurk Okraku was Se Osaki Kwesiapia. That was the first mistake. Now, why am I saying the first mistake Se Osaki Kwesiapia? Kwesiapia was once a player of Ghana national team, the Black Stars. He became the captain of the Black Stars. He became an assistant coach of the Black Stars. And then finally, after the FA, in the wisdom of the Kwesiapia administration, for say, you are building a capacity enough so now you can take over the reins of the national team A, the Black Stars. Now, all of a sudden, now, because when I had to obey you, same fear 9 a football so. In the A B ana or one she say, me percent the football no so when a percent ekosie. Now, Kwesiapia doesn't fit the bill. And I say, only me farming Kobo Shasas and so said the person a football. So if that was the reason, then nobody can fault it. But what did we see? Oyi Kwesiapia then he brought his assistant. The assistant of Kwesiapia. Somebody Kwesiapia recruited as his assistant because in football, a Chusu head coach now, near Mount to me say fat, Nipa obey actually now wow. So it was Kwesiapia who picked Akonnor to become his assistant. Then Osake no, they went in for Akonnor. So well, because Sike was once the coach of Dreams FC, Timana Uraki to Krikutano.
I see.
Into Yemu Bidia who say, okay, when you will be a virginity, when you will be a meeting, there's nothing wrong. Absolutely nothing wrong. There's a new leader, there's a new direction, there's a new policy. We support. He didn't say, me one of the people are let me support to Sike Akonnor. Then we also heard he say, Omampenyi say, Onyaya, building the capacity of one of our own. Instead, say that we are going for Abrofono back because history has shown, say, Abrofono be a unique cap mind. Into Mampenyi in the wisdom of Mampenyi of Ghana. On the only Yankayan football for yeah, I am picking one of our own, building the capacity not only to the Black Stars. So some of us we took the positions and Orak a Siki Akonnor, then Yeboah they pressed the panic button and said, hey, seek on to me for Yanko so you also your permanent dear Milo. This is the beginning of our problem. Now, me can one of the few people because say I don't support the bringing back of Milo, and I'll give the reasons. First of all, in the year 2009, under Ora Kwesinya Ntechi's administration, of which I was executive committee member of the Ghana Football Association, we appointed Milo back as the head coach of the Black Stars. Ubetimi akase oyadie during his reign, or the year called Chan Finals, or the year called AFCON Finals, or the year called quarterfinals of the World Cup. Into relatively no Ubetimi akase opa and one year cup there, but so he chalked some successes into the paper say oyadie.
Okay.
Now here is my problem. This coach, after Oye Saviye, the FA wanted him to continue. Milo Sre quite so holiday saba. No, you started seeing any negotiating, say by increasing it up or he's asking for a higher salary. He started seeing any. Milo at the point was demanding $70,000 a month. So yes, so we were trying to meet him halfway from 50 BCFC 50. Because he ended 55, were all that. Yet he and say was signed with Saudi Arabia. He was not under contract with us, so we have no business to say now, this is where my problem is. A coach who was demanding $70,000 11 years ago, all of a sudden, see a coach who we are baby. Coach in a 70,000 now. And you ready to see about 55, and also about 30,000. It's coming back after 11 years. Now, in 11 years, let's go and check what has he been able to achieve in that span now. Not only economy. He chopped the processes with Ghana, yes. But is it also the case? And then materials needing or teaming as our sources now. Because yes, sir. Adena baby oko yeni nyina o free hono when timi ankonya some level of successes in the places that exactly. So for us, Milo coming back after 11 years, Sebi, one timi nye bibia within that period no free or my Ghana, we were against it. Against the backdrop, so say, okay, time na Milo bana, like a few matches of the World Cup qualifying. Like a few months near AFCON, we thought the timing was wrong. But the FA, in the wisdom of God, in the administration, they went ahead and still appointed Milo. Fair enough. Well, appointed Milo. Then another thing they did is said, the coach, Yapamu CK Akonnor, Milo, an FA president called the media, and then in the presence of the media, reduce somebody who worked for him as coach of the Teams FC, a former player of the Black Stars, a former captain of the Black Stars, a former captain of Wolfsburg in Germany, and a former coach of the Black Stars. He stood in front of Ghanaian media and said, when the year will be a try and test it. Because Yenimre, see about a match time. Yenimre,
can you imagine?
When you're trying to, you denigrate one of your own this way.
Sir?
This is what you did. First of all, what is the record of the Serbian apart from us? Apart from us, check the football history of Akonnor, and you cannot in any way, even if you perform badly. Look, we've seen coaches, Mourinho's, and all the rest. Almost me perform, they part ways amicably, and the new team hire a new coach. Reduce because if some of us are to talk, And because a whole FA president for the first time said, "Yam penny my coach be a man players." That means that you, the president, wants to make input. If and yes, I do. When I first heard it, I was like, wait a minute. If you appoint somebody and give him a job, and you are going to interfere and make sure that the selection and the call-ups and it's so failure, exactly. What will be your to me now? So some of us, we felt that yes, they all can. He's rather using the Machamakwe for himself. Because if you are experienced enough, you will not be saying what you are saying. Because if you are experienced enough, if you give a job to a coach, yes, you can make suggestions, you can advise, but you cannot be interfering in the work of a coach. It's not that. Then the third point. We have a relatively young team. I feel like a team. Most of the old players, every system, some of the old guys on the team. So we have a relatively young team with backed by a few old ones. The Jonathan Mensah and probably Wakasu are the only experienced ones between team. At that press conference, you were to take Ghanaians on a modest approach by saying, "Oh, we are appointing a coach. But this is a new rebuilding." Rather, you are sure Ghanaians are going to win a cup. Let's put a 25 million budget that we are going to win a cup. In 2015, when we had the disastrous World Cup appearance in Brazil, we came and appointed Abraham Grant, and we gave Abraham Grant the target: go and do well. Yankasa, go and win the cup. We see, go and do well. And
that's
Abraham
realistic.
Grant took us all the way. He took us all the way to the finals. Until say you lose one penalty to Cote d'Ivoire. But who the end there? A tried and tested Milo was coming to win AFCON for us. Ina abaye susu omanpenyi opeso achieve bibi man in mind. No for a corporate body no yela la sula la semumpe kakrama mina 25 million fa mango for don kwaji cap of them. Ina enimgo asie ekiegu yeso. The usi examine.
Oh no, Penny, this is more than the gospel of Ghana sports and Ghana Black Stars. This is more than the gospel of Ghana Black Stars. So, Mami Musa will say, what can the problem that has brought us to this point? Now, the bigger question, and what is the solution? But Mami Musa, first and foremost, is sacking the coach. Is that an option now? Because Ghana, the almost 30 million Ghanaians will be asked to sack the coach.
I fear my Canada. Now, I say repeating the reasons. Unfortunately, me not privy to contract details because in every contract, it's all cancelled. There are consequences, and I say there are a car betting a betchy. Me need details, but right on top of my head, meaning say Milo contract is no more than 1 year, and yeah more than 1 year. Into a baby kakra, yeah more idea. But reason why I'm ever saying sacking Milo and I'm babechi.
Okay.
If you have a coach, or the team like Ghana, beko a tournament with teams comprising Morocco, Gabon, and Comoros. Now the last, AFCON. I have no business entrusting my World Cup destiny in your hands. Because the World Cup last round of matches is made up of 9 other best African teams. Ghana is going to meet one of the best 9 African teams. It is a country of rank 155. FIFA. Mintimisha na World Cup 1 to the all 30 40 muna meti national. Intino Mia Mesakino. Never taking me destiny into somebody I think that 2 matches now can obetimi abo qualify me to the World Cup. If you let me be very honest with you, there were players obetimi qualify for the World Cup. There were players. Look, even this team, I'll tell you. Me now, even this squad now, coach now, so you know, and your bad squad. The coach could not manage the team, and he could not arrange the team. And I'll tell you why. Number one, if you are football is science. Ain't you say, Ukofa players are 90% of the players are what you call AFCON, or Europe. And this is so only the weather conditions in Europe. Winter, the weather is very good. The tournament was going to take place in a very hot temperature environment, which is Cameroon, 32 degrees and above. 32 degrees and above. So what do? We normally do what we call pre-tournament camping to acclimatize and to prepare the body for the major tournament. In the say, team nuko baby a weather condition in baby a mobile tournament So for 2 weeks the team should be there. But in this case, what did they do? They took the team to Qatar, where Qatar, the weather condition now is 22 degrees. Go camp 2 weeks and over. Move from a 22 degree temperature. Now they call 32 tournament. Now we are saying what it was expected of you as a coach. And he said, player be our body, no. Who do baby? We are Jumana, not apre. At most, the players like the day are you and Cole about 70-60 minutes. Because will change it. Because fifth amount quite to me, half amount quite to me, 5. We have substitution 5. Okay, no, or substitution. Okay, but if a body no anchor son. After 70 minutes, I will be or Bobo or Europe or PM. Example 70 minutes, man, no quite, then you will be no member also because did not do that. So for me, I think that managing the players, anytime any planning, and no cosuye. But say any coach or by any planning here, this and I mean these same players. I mean these same players will qualify us to the World
Cup. Okay. Wow. Matisa said we say be that they all can say these same players, so that bad. So they can, it's about management of what you have. Because on our coach, when he said that, when you're 2010 squad, because just a few people said, okay, no more from. But some of them are still there and can manage coach. I'll come back to you about say going forward because you're passionate. Before is just to save the team. How do we fix this team? But my mama, Kuma, former PRO for Kotoko, team, no so Emrem Bukasin, Boko there. How are you there? Mike, no, ya Mike, ni mammy, because Mike, no, into Yantonka. Your Mike, he said about betting me no Akonnor. Vip, Mammy Sambra, hope you know me, Busa, say. How do we solve this problem? Because now almost everybody, or more commenting that they agree with you. Say, asamna na wakano. Asamna na wakano. So that means we are not lacking in terms of the quality people on betting solve Ghana problem. Affecting Ghana football. We have the knowledge, we have the people. We have the knowledge and we have the people. How do we solve it going forward? They say I have a big problem. Ministry not fair almost said they should appear before the ministry. I don't know if you agree with that decision. Said they should appear before the ministry. Near say we'll deal with the issues near there now. How do we fix it? What's the first thing I was here? What kind of management of the players there? But what's the first thing I was here? So if we want to get a proper team, that should be a do umbeko. Vip minimum also committee meeting na me person ka MC Vip nti e ka mesa ko Vip nchembio na yene na kasa Vip uko meeting no ho nti pato tenaka mu na fa me san connect why tenaka mu na me san connect bukasin mama yasa wo san no aye ya opekra no we headphone because we can still hear us from na ye no nkata former Kotoko PRO Bukasin no liso Bukasin ono aso ye first sports journalist I was being with you vice president Mr. Afriyie former FA vice president so connected in fact and they what diagnosing issues na my liso Bukasin only opening by again what's the problem ni and one what can I've heard some confirm baby so can say yeah
I hope Saltman can this time.
Metonka. Fantastic.
Very well. Metia went to no. Na Miss IBTA George no. Na I was here gumi. Me Ghana for the be enemy position on Ghana football. From you see you move 1st July 1997 you started journalism in Ghana. Yeah, football be drew somewhere 2003. Now you work Gaka. I just want to give you a small foundation. Now you build on from there. You work Gaka. Now the system was such that Gaka no chairman no automatic rise to the GFA chairmanship. We see Yantishi at the time was your friend is saying Gaka chairman.
Okay.
And he obey advice to Dr. Yahu Tamaklo at the time. Sometime in December 2000, there was whatever politics. Bottom line, we see that she became president of the Ghana Football Association. Years down the line, up until Yemfan say Brazil 2014. Before Brazil 2014, Ghana had one opportunity to do what I call revolution into our football. That was the Justice Commission of Inquiry. Almost investigations. The findings are based on the investigations and the recommendations at the time. Did we implement the recommendations or the findings of the commission at the time?
Okay.
After the issuance of the government white paper, I just say a mature say commission and some of the two after investigations again Fanya Juma. So those were the days that players like Awule Kwebu were sold into slavery for 10 years. I know Williams see a football for 10 years. The problems of Ghana football started say a year around that time.
That time, no.
And the commission's recommendations, which after the maturity of the government white paper, a decision of the High Court, somebody should have ensured, say, you being implemented the dictates of the recommendations.
Okay.
Ekosi saying, fast forward, there was another commission after Brazil 2014.
After Brazil 2014, yeah, there was another commission.
After Sule Gbedagbe, Brazil 2014, you been jam a commission of inquiry based on the problems of Brazil 2014.